steak on a $20 grill. I can't help but feeling like the king of the hill. The grass is kinda high, but it's under control. And right now, I ain't in the mood to mow. I'm gonna thank the good Lord as the sun goes down for another day above the ground. Well, I ain't at the top, but I ain't at the bottom. Being in the middle for me ain't a problem. As a matter of fact, where I'm at really ain't too bad at all. I know I ain't got every little thing I want, but I got everything I need. And that's a pretty good place to be.
What's going on, everybody? Back at it again. It is October 17th, and I just had the best hunt I have had in years. So, got in the stand today, or in the tower blind, about, 3 o'clock. Plenty early. Sat there for the first couple hours, 3 hours, didn't see anything. Seen a lone doe come out hard left of that food plot, and she went working away from me. And then 6, 7 doe come up out of that bottom across from me to my left and just kind of milled around just outside of kind of like the plot screen that I have on this food plot. And I could tell that something was up, and I heard, meh. Like, I knew it was a grunt, a deep bellow grunt coming from behind me. And then I heard another one coming from across from me. Then I heard a really loud one coming from behind me to my left, which scared me because that's exactly where my wind was blowing. That's the only time I hunt this blind, is whenever my wind is blowing back out into the field, basically towards the way I came in. And guys, I kind of look around, the deer starts scattering, and there he is. There's my target buck, 65 yards out, coming in, chasing doe, grunting. Hope to goodness I have it on camera. For the most part, most of this footage that you're gonna be watching came from my cell phone, because that's the only way it's the only camera I had that I could get and move around and come basically outside of that blind behind me over my shoulder. So, but what an amazing time. And I have to say this, guys, if you don't believe in scent control and tinks, something's wrong with you. I mean, because I just proved it yet again to myself tonight. So I lit a Tinks smoking stick on the back of that platform. You probably already saw it, or you're seeing it right now, but I lit that just for this exact scenario, just in case these deer came out into that field behind me, so that they wouldn't blow me out right away. And guys, it's exactly what happened. My wind was going straight to that buck, 100%. You could even hear right here. That doe blew because I think she got a little whiff of me, but there was enough of that Tinks estrus in the air that buck walked the exact same path that doe that just blew. And I don't know, she could have blown at him. It didn't smell me at all. I don't know, but that buck never smelled me. Like, you could tell he kind of went on alert a little bit, and then after about 30 seconds, went right back, nose to the ground, running around chasing deer, chasing doe. But what an amazing hunt. Multiple bucks. My target buck, one of the biggest bucks that I have seen on the hoof in person in at least 2 years. And if it was gun season, Dave would be tagged out tonight. But it's not. And I just had a great encounter, a great hunt. Whether I killed a deer or not, I'm just as excited right now to have filmed that deer and to have had that experience and to listen to all those grunts and all the activity that was going on. I couldn't have been more happy if I was sitting behind that deer right. Well, I take that back. Nah, that's a lie. I'd be more happy if I was sitting behind that deer right now. I'm just going to be honest. But what a great hunt. I'm excited, super stoked. I just saw my target buck at 60, 65 yards for every bit of 15, 20 minutes. So super excited. I'll wrap this one up.
Sometimes I wonder what did I do right to find my own little piece of paradise. I know I ain't at the top, but I ain't at the bottom. Being in the middle for me ain't a problem. As a matter of fact, where I'm at really ain't too bad at all. I know I ain't at the top, but I ain't at the bottom. Being in the middle for me ain't a problem. As a matter of fact, where I'm at really ain't too bad at all. I know I ain't got every little thing I want, but I got everything I need. And that's a pretty good place to be. That's a pretty good place to be. Mama used to tell me, son, listen to me, don't drink, don't fight, don't sin. There's things that'll thrill you, turn around.
What's up, everybody? Back at it again. I have to be quiet because I'm set up just outside that bedding area where Rampage, the deer I'm after, is notoriously coming from. So I've got him on picture daylight several times coming through this skinny gap. He runs up this ridge, which I can see a rub up there right now, fresh. He runs this ridge, goes across and over into the food plot. But this is where he's coming from. And this, I feel like, is where I have the best chance right now to get him right after he's coming out of that bed and still in daylight. So, activity across the board has died down. just got in here, and there's a little fawn. I guess that tells you I got in clean. Wind's blowing this way. I'm gonna shut up so I don't spook these deer, and hopefully Rampage comes out of his bedding here before too long. Rain just stopped. We should be set up pretty good tonight. Keep hanging in there with me. 9th. Got the orange on because it is opening morning of Modern Gun here in Kentucky. The week, all week, has been good or great conditions leading up to today. And now today, everything's going the wrong direction. So, got some rain moving in tomorrow. My wind's gonna shift about midday today. So, I'm at the end of the field in this brand new Rhino. This morning, I'm watching this entire field where these deer are crossing from the bedding or making their way over to the bedding. But really excited to have a gun in my hand so I can extend that distance. I've had plenty of great encounters so far this year, but they've just been outside of that boat range. And at about midday, we're gonna switch and get across this field up in that tree stand on that point. So gonna sit in here, wait for this sun to start coming up and see if there's any action. Stay tuned.
Mama used to tell me, son, listen to me. Don't drink, don't fight, don't sin. But there's things that'll thrill you, turn around and kill you. Been looking for them ever since. It's a 12-pack of beer and some Marlboro Reds. It's a souped-up four-wheel drive. It's a pretty little thing at the end of the bar that's looking for some trouble tonight. Yeah, I shouldn't love this, it shouldn't turn me on. It's gonna hurt me, but it don't feel wrong. Going crazy on a Saturday night. In the morning, gonna pay the price. Hey, I shouldn't love this. It's a bonfire backwoods, hell of a time. Getting high for both moonshines. It's a driving too fast with the radio blast. In a country boy can't survive. You know a country boy can't survive. I shouldn't love this, it shouldn't turn me on. It's gonna hurt me, but it don't feel wrong. Going crazy.
Big buck killer. All right, so guys, we're out here at the farm. I had a nice encounter yesterday morning, but I passed him because I'm after Rampage. Cade, my son-in-law, basically, kind of, but he's ain't had a lot of luck. Past how many years?
Been 8 years.
8 years since he's harvested a buck. So I was like, you know what? Come on out here. Let's see if I can get you on one of these deer running around here. And it's been slow. It piss poured on us all day. We thought it was just going to be light drizzly rain all day. No. It's been catastrophically ridiculous. No deer movement. And he said, what did you say? You text me.
I said my buck is here.
And then so I think we're on lockdown because he's had a little basket 8
Yeah.
over here. You've seen him, what, 3-4 times a day?
I've seen him 7 or 8. He just keeps
okay.
going in and coming out,
Yeah.
going in and coming out. It's the same dog.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, with the lack of movement and everything else, I think we're on lockdown. But he texted me and said my buck's back. So I thought he was saying that basket. 30 seconds later, whop! I was like, well, I made a joke earlier. I was like, well, it looked good on your wall. I've seen him that many times. So I thought he took the basket. And no, indeed, I believe he's taken the nice 8 that I seen yesterday. So let's go get him. You lead the way. So you couldn't find blood, then you found blood, and you didn't find
I
blood.
didn't find any. And I went all walking into the trees to see if he crashed into one or something. And I didn't find anything. So then I walked deeper in here and it kind of opened up.
Yes, with all this rain and everything, guys, I was like, man, you better get in there at least see if you can find blood. So if we got to trail this thing. But I don't think
kind of stressing.
I don't think he made it too far.
Where'd he go?
Well, that I don't know. It's my first time over here. Right there he is. Yes, sir. Cade! Cade! Come on now. Yes, sir. Oh. Yeah, buddy.
He's dead.
I think he ain't going nowhere. Cade!
Oh yeah.
That'll do on it.
That's my biggest. It's definitely my biggest.
So your biggest buck. Haven't had a
First
buck
one
in
in
8 years. Here, give me that rifle.
There's one in it.
Let me go put it somewhere else so it don't fall over. I'm gonna lay it over here. Oh yeah, son. Yeah, buddy. Oh, he smells ruddy.
Oh yeah. Man, I was watching them does and I looked out over to the left and I was like, man, you know, I've been praying for this. It's like, I know something's gonna happen. And as soon as I said that, he was walking out of the woods. He hit a full trot in the middle. He stopped at like 60 because I was worried he was gonna stop where you were at. I was like, oh shoot. He stopped right in front of me and he stopped to watch some does down in the bottom over there.
I'd say you made a good shot. You didn't make it, shoot, 40, 50 yards.
Oh, I did an Ian,
Oh, did you heart him?
I think.
Yes, sir. Y'all putting all the pressure on us old guys now.
Not. There's an exit over here. He was turning the other way, so yeah, it'll be on the other side.
Guys, just so you know, I almost shot this deer yesterday morning. It took everything I had. I'll replay that video right now, but he's just a good looking deer. Big, tall too. He's just,
Look at dark rag.
yeah. Well, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, man.
That's freaking awesome. I honestly don't think I could be any more happy if I shot one myself. All right, well, let me turn this around. Now the work begins, as they say. Guess who I'm calling? Matt and Ian,
Oh,
they can come
Matt.
out.
Y'all's turn help.
Hey, Ian got his first blood yesterday and went over there and kind of helped show him the ropes on field dressing and all that. So I think he needs some more practice today, don't you?
He does.
Yeah.
As long as he don't mess my cape up.
Boy, that's a good looking deer. All right, we're gonna get some pictures, drag this thing up the hill, and get her loaded up. Stay tuned. That's where he spun around, went back in the woods. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.5 yards. That's my bullet impact. That's where I shot from. How the fuck I missed that deer? What's up, everybody? Back at it again. It is November 17th, so the day before my favorite day to hunt, and it's just been dead, like absolutely dead. for me. Now, not for everybody. Matt's got a nice 10 point, I think, yesterday morning. His son Ian's gotten a nice 9 point on opening day. I got Cade on that really nice 8 point on the 10th. Uncle Eddie took a beautiful, I think, 12, 14 point. Took his granddaughter out yesterday, tagged out. Who else? Keenan already has gotten his deer. Drew took his deer really early this year during archery season. So, yeah, a lot of tags filled, but not for me. Not that I couldn't have filled my tag. On the 14th, I had a really, really nice buck come work his way through that pond bottom, out through that thicket, and stepped up into the field. 140 yards, perfect broadside shot, standing still, settled in, pulled the trigger. He spun, like turned around, walked into the woods, got into an opening, found him in my sights again, pulled the trigger again. He kind of jumped a little bit, not a mule kick jump, but like a startled jump, and then walked off through the woods. No blood, no hair, no sign of impact. And showed back up on my camera that night at 9:30 with a doe. So totally missed. Come to find out, my gun was shooting about 6 inches high. After the other day, it slid off my tailgate and kind of dinged into my trailer hitch, which kind of sucked, but everything looked fine. But just moral of the story on that one, guys, if you're not 100% confident in your equipment, don't take it with you. It will cost you a hunt. I'm living proof of it. It's happened more than once to me. Should have went inside of that gun, and I just didn't have anywhere I could do that without scaring off the deer. So I felt like I was confident with that Vortex scope. I mean, that thing's rated for 50 BMG, so it's hard to believe that hitting it like that knocked the zero out that bad, but it did. So again, 17th today. Been out since 6 this morning and haven't seen a single deer. I have only seen one lonely doe on the hoof in the past 3 days at my spot. So I'm headed to Brett County. I'm going to hook up to the little Deer 30 Outdoors base camp trailer, and we're headed to Brett County. We're going to get set up, probably go get down there, get in and hunt tonight, and then come back, set up camp, and then get back after first thing in the morning. But tomorrow is my favorite day to hunt, so excited about that. Hopefully they'll be up on their feet. All right, November 18th. It's 10 o'clock. And got in here super early this morning. Hiked all the way to the top of this ridge where I come in and hung the old Viper climber stand. I've had several bucks hitting my little scrape rope, but no mature bucks. Haven't had a mature buck on camera since the 9th. I'm gonna still hunt down this property line and back out. It's about 3/4 of a mile. And I'm gonna come back and hunt my hang-on stand tonight. But I'm hungry. Didn't sleep well last night. But it's a hell of a spot. But the only deer I've seen is that 2-year-old 8 point. I didn't think I had pictures of him, but I do have a couple where he came to this scrape rope. And again, great historical place. Someone thought this was a great place to hunt too. Tons of scrapes, rubs, historical rub over there. There's a whole rub line at the top of this ridge. I just walked and looked into that bottom and didn't see nothing down there. That tree down there is completely shredded. Every time there's 4 trees and they're just shredded. But it could be that 8 point. I don't know. But I did some calling, rattling, right at first light, and he came right in looking for it. Got my heart going a little bit, but it's a long way to hike an 8 point out of here. Gonna have to be bigger than that. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? My buddy Matt we're at deer camp, and pretty eventful day. Seen young 8-point this morning come into my rattles right after sun up. 10 o'clock I decided to climb down. I was actually going to just work my way out for lunch because we really haven't eaten. And I came off that ridge and went down the property line, and I could just smell, as you probably saw or going to see here, but just smell that musky odor of big buck. But by the way, Matt's just here for moral support. Matt took a nice 10-point, what, Saturday? Saturday.
My son got to 9-point the Saturday before that.
Yeah, and I haven't put a video out the whole season because I was trying to put together like an actual start to finish of chasing one deer, but that deer has eluded me, and I'm thinking he's dead, but he did the same thing last year and it came back late season, so who knows. But after Sunday morning's hunt, I was like, screw it, I'm going to Brett County. No, is that Sunday? Yeah.
Sunday
Yesterday. Right? What's today?
Yep.
Monday.
Today's Monday.
When you hunt every single day, all day, every day, for 2 straight weeks, they just run together. But anyway, Sunday I was like going home. I'm gonna grab the freaking camper. The Gear 30 outdoors base camp, and we were just talking, like, it is so nice
It's beautiful out.
to just on a whim say, you know what, I'm gonna go hunt, and literally all I had to do was stop and get beer and ice.
Everything's loaded.
Everything's loaded, hooked to it, and drive down to Brett County and set up. Within 45 minutes we're ready to go hunting. So I'm gonna walk through here in just a second, show you that. But anyway, came down off that ridge, 25 plus trees just rubbed up, big community scrape. So I sat down on a log, or a stump of a log. My ass, not really happy about that for 4.5 hours, but anyway, found out how to get out of there so I can get back in the morning. I'm going right back in the morning. So the temp's dropping tonight. It's going to rain up right up until sun up in the morning. So much different conditions. Obviously with that rain, those bucks are going to be coming and freshen up those scrapes and stuff. So I'm going to take a blind in and set up on the ground. But feel real good about tomorrow morning. So continue to stay tuned for that. Let me walk you around real quick. We're in the little pop-up. As you can probably hear in the background, we've got the generator running, but we got the little stove going. Got the Blackstone, which we haven't used. Got a little Pizza Hut tonight. But yeah, this is camp. And then we just walk over here. And we got our cots. Let's back this thing up a little bit. We got our cots. Of course, we got our CPAP so we don't snore each other out back here. And then fan so we have fresh air. Got our heater that's not working because it keeps popping that, but whatever, we don't need it. It's not even that cold. Got the Keurig. But yeah, literally just hooked to it, and within 30 minutes I was ready to go hunt. And come down here, 45 minutes, pop the gazebo up, throw the walls on, and yeah, we're hunting. So let me get after it tomorrow. Hopefully, I feel good about tomorrow. About as good as I felt on any hunt this season so far. So we're gonna get ready to go to bed. It's about 7 o'clock, back up at 4, and we'll get back at it. Stay tuned. All packed up. Got the blind, headed in. Final hour, November 19th, down here in this bottom with all this sign. I've counted over 30 trees with fresh rubs from this year, not including all the other trees that have historical rubs. Big community rub down here off this trailhead. Big community scrape. Everything that you want to find to set up on deer. And I've gotten skunked a day and a half, sat here from 11 o'clock yesterday till dark, and then I got in here this morning an hour before sunup. I got an hour left here, and I haven't seen one deer in this bottom. So blue jays just were sounding off behind me, but I don't see nothing moving. Wore out. I've hunted nonstop since last Friday. It was the last time I did anything but hunt. It's 69 degrees. It's hot. I've been out here in a t-shirt most of the day. I just put my sweatshirt back on. But I feel like they're on lockdown. You're not seeing that ruddy running around, anticipation of trying to find that last doe. I'm not seeing that yet, which usually this week, coming into this week, is whenever that activity really ramps up for me. So, I don't know. I tried something different. I got down here in the thick of it. I haven't seen a deer, so. This is what defeat looks like. Back on 100 pounds of gear. Out. After you miss a doe at 30 yards with your rifle. 2 deer I've missed this year. I don't know. Lessons learned. Fired these if things were zeroed, put them in my safe, haven't fired them since. Ran at my other gun. It dropped, hit my trailer hitch. I don't know if that's the excuse or not, but I missed it 140 yards. This one, put it right on the shoulder, 1/4 big doe. Barely even flinched, turned around, walked up the hill, stood there for a minute, walked off. Quit. So, packing this set out, already went to the top of the ridge, got it out. Oh, and when I was over looking for blood, jumped up a big buck on the ridge across from me, so. 2 weeks, hunting, nonstop. One thing after the other, overcome adversity, and then miss twice. I'm done. What's up, everybody? Back at it again. It is November 27th, so it's Wednesday and the day before Thanksgiving. Yesterday was a very exciting day for our family with our new addition of our grandson. So congratulations to our son and our daughter-in-law for just bringing in a magnificent human being to this world. Really excited. But that's where we were at, almost a 24-hour delivery yesterday. So a long time in the hospital, but everybody is safe. Everybody is healthy. So we're very excited. But out here today on the main farm, but as you all know, due to EHD, confirmed case of EHD in Breckinridge County, which is over an hour away from here. Oh shoot, where I'm at right now, it's over an hour and a half away from here. And we can't bait. And so definitely going to be hard to really get that intel on what made it through the season. Rampage never showed back up. I've only got one, probably 3-year-old 8-point on camera. The deer that I shot at earlier in the season, haven't seen him since the night after or 2 days after. So no intel on any shooters, but I know they're out here. It's just they're laying low, so I'm gonna lay low with them. Got to get my woodsmanship skills out and fine tune them, as we can't use any attractants to bring those deer in and get that intel. So get to the hospital, see that new grandbaby. So guys, continue to stay tuned. I appreciate you hanging here with me this long on a what seemingly is going to be an unsuccessful year yet again here. But it's about the hunt, it's about the chase, it's about the process of putting in the work. It's not always about the kill. So again, just really appreciate you tuning in and keeping up with the story, and hopefully I can bring you some great action here real soon. Stay tuned. Well, I can't say it was my eyes, because all 3 of those rifles are dead on. Super windy today, so not my best shooting. but at least I know those are all kill shots, and my guns are sighted in, so let's go hunt. What's up, everybody? Back at it again. I gotta be quiet because I'm just outside that bedding area. Although I don't have any intel that there's even a deer on this farm, yet alone a shooter buck. The best thing I got is this 3-year-old, 3.5-year-old 8-point. I've filmed him multiple times this year, but after really studying the videos, if he walks in front of me tonight, he's gonna catch an arrow. At least I'm gonna try. Maybe I won't miss this time. But got my guns all sighted in. By the way, it's December 11th, Wednesday, right at 2:30. It's 39 degrees. A couple flurries in the air. That's supposed to change over to a little bit of light rain and then go into the evening here. But I don't know, not highly optimistic that I'm even gonna see a deer tonight, but I'm out here putting in the grind. And then we've got muzzleloader that comes in this weekend. Got my muzzleloader all sighted in. I got my bolt action shotgun all sighted in case I decide to go out to Fort Knox. But here or there, I pulled all my cameras from Brett County. I have no idea what to expect down there, but that's where I'm going Saturday if we can't make it happen tonight. So fingers crossed, we'll have some luck tonight. Who knows? Late season rut. Anything could show up. Oh, I did have a new 8-point. Again, looks like a 3.5-year-old that came in. Never seen that deer before, but he was just in here at this exact spot 2 nights ago. So we're gonna hang tight, and hopefully we'll have some luck tonight. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I would say back at it again, but the only thing I'm at today is pulling cards, or pulling cameras, pulling sets. I am done. It's December 23rd. Last day of muzzleloader. Kentucky was yesterday. Probably should make this video when I get down the hill because it's, as you can tell, windy as heck. Seeing that there, but yeah, I mean, humbled is the word of the day. It's the word that kind of summarizes my season, and thankful. Anytime you can get out and share everything you're trying to accomplish with somebody else, I think that's a big deal. To get my future son-in-law on his biggest buck ever this year. I filmed that deer, as you see here, put him to bed, and then brought Kate out and got him on that deer. Pretty exciting moment and the highlight of my 2024 season. Also, Ian getting his first deer ever, which was a beautiful 9-point at 270 yard heart shot. Deer didn't go nowhere. Just an amazing story there. Matt, nice 10-point. Drew got a nice deer. His wife Liera got a nice deer. Old busted up buck needed to come out of the herd. And then Keenan, nice deer this year. Sean, I think he's kind of in the same boat as I am. Didn't have a lot of time to hunt and really get after this deer like normal, but put in his time. Of course, Travis, and kind of the health issues and things going on with his family, and then the loss of his father, which was a big hit to all of us that knew him. Just an amazing man. Delbert, hope you're looking down on us and continue to smile, because I know that's what you did for me every time I was around you. So But yeah, humbling season to say the least. That's 3 years in a row that I have not punched a tag. 2 of those 3 years, one, what I think was a great shot 3 years ago. Deer did the death run down into this holler, matter of fact, and I'm right on the property line. And shortly after I heard 2 more gunshots, pretty sure they finished that deer off. But if you don't drop them and can't keep them on you, that's your problem, not theirs. So they took that deer out. And then last year, nothing. I might be getting those years confused, I'm not sure. And then this year, just blatantly missed a nice 140s class deer at a 140-yard chip shot with a 6.8 Western. Wasn't real confident in that gun. We did have trouble getting it sighted in. I don't know if the barrel's not floating or what, but all excuses. I thought I had a good excuse with my eyes now that I'm wearing glasses. Not that I was wearing glasses when I took the shot, but I was like, yeah, you know, maybe my scopes are all off now that my eyes are doing different things. And I brought 3 guns out. One was a 350 Legend that I missed that doe with at 30 yards. And just driving tacks at 150 yards, the size of a quarter, with all 3, the muzzleloader, my bolt action shotgun, and that 350 Legend Winchester. So can't say it was my eyes. I have no good excuse at this point. At the end of the day, I just missed twice. And that summarizes my season. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not about filling a tag for me. It's about filling the tag on the buck and the deer that you want. But it's the experience coming out, the camaraderie with friends, enjoying those victories with your buddies, having your future son-in-law come out and take the biggest buck of his life that he hasn't tagged. Kind of the same situation as me, but it's been 8 years since he put the tag on a buck. So again, highlight of my season. Cade, congratulations, buddy. So excited for you, and the fact that I got to be a part of that and help you, achieve that goal was super exciting to me. So congrats, proud of you, and hope it just ignites that fire again and keeps you out in the woods, because guys, I'm not done. Me and my son, while he's still on some leave here before his next deployment, we're going to get out here and do some squirrel hunting. We were going to do that like today or tomorrow, but unfortunately he is under the weather, so he's actually going to the doctor today. So again, just out here at the farm. I'm leaving my cell cameras out. I've got 4 running on this place, just kind of all corners of the farm. I'll leave those running. If nothing else, tell me if I ever get any intel on any bucks dropping their antlers, then I'll know I can come out and start shed hunting. So definitely going to stay out in the woods, out in Mother Nature. But as far as my deer hunting season for 2024, guys, that's a wrap. And until next time, wake up and hunt.
Days like these.